Hello and welcome to this year-end edition of NBU Tube. I've got two fine gentlemen here with me today to talk to everybody, and so I'll let them introduce themselves. You want to go first, Gregory?
Oh, hi there, Gregory Thomas, Chief Engineer of Electric Systems at New Braunfels Utilities.
I'm Mike Short, Director of Water Services here at NBU.
So it was a big year. We've had a number of big years over the last few years with the growth and everything that's been going on, and I know that in your areas you all have had a lot of projects and things that have happened, and so what I wanted to do is just share with the rest of the company some of the major accomplishments and things that have happened over the course of the year. So you want to go first, Gregory?
Thank you, Ian. Appreciate that. And just to be able to recall it all, I had to go back to some status report items, capital project reports, and emails just to recollect it all. But just to maybe keep it kind of short and succinct a little bit, yes, there have been a number of accomplishments this last 12 months for electric. First and foremost, the largest by far is the successful completion and commissioning of our Weltner Road substation. Weltner Road, just off of Highway 46 South, went online April 2019, and it's capable of serving up to 6,600 residential customers. We don't necessarily load them up to that level for resiliency purposes, but even then, even during the summer, we loaded up to 11 megawatts, pretty substantial for just first year in service, kind of a testament to how much we truly needed that substation between the New Braunfels and Seguin corridors. Again, that substation is performing fantastic for us, and we're glad it's there. Otherwise, a lot of aging infrastructure replacement. Copper replacement has been huge these last 12 months. We replaced three-phase copper on Common Street, Lincoln Street, even right now along Mulberry and Edgewater, and also along Merriweather between HEB and Seguin Street. So it's just been huge volume of work for both our contract crews and our in-house crews. Another project that's completed over the last 12 months is the breaker replacements at our Marion substation. Kind of one of the best kept secrets for NBUs that we do own a little bit of transmission out there, and so we're in the process of replacing all of our breakers. And the first phase of that was at Marion substation. We changed out those breakers, and they're now the biggest, baddest breakers we have in the system. 3,000 amp rated, 63,000 amps of fault current, and all 138 kV insulated, so glad to get that one accomplished. We're going to be changing out 6 more over the next 12 months. And then also another project completion for ourselves is really just the growth in subdivisions, and be just completely oblivious if didn't give a shout out to all of our underground crews. We had over 19 miles of underground per year at this rate, and all the new subdivisions out there, the vast majority are all underground, and so they're just doing a lot of work. Developers install the conduit for us, but we pull all the cable, set transformers, terminate wire and cable, and it's just been really great to see them work and continue to just add infrastructure to our system.
That is great. So not just the growth in the subdivisions, but with the replacing the copper, you're adding some reliability to the system as well. And then also, if I'm not mistaken, after the Weltner Road substation went online, did we lose a power transformer at Hortontown? And because we had that other substation, business as usual?
We did. Literally the same month that Weltner Road goes online, we lost Hortontown T2, kind of a middle-aged unit, one of the ones that's not supposed to fail, but it did fail. And yeah, through Weltner Road and through other substations, we're able to switch the system to make it transparent to our end customers. Not to say that it's a great circumstance by any stretch of the imagination, but we're able to withstand that, and we now have a replacement unit on order for Hortontown T2 and 2 other replacement units as well. So a set of 3 coming in early next calendar year, and so that'll be a big delivery when they get there.
That's great. Resiliency, right? That's like utility bread and butter stuff. Yeah.
That's our goal.
All right, very good. All right, well, thanks. So Mike, turning to you, water, wastewater?
Certainly.
How did the year go for you guys?
I think it went pretty well. We had a goal of $60 million worth of capital projects last year. We successfully completed that, meeting our strategic goal. Within that capital project list, we had well over 67 projects, and I can report that 17 of those are complete, 10 are in construction right now, and then we have 20 in design. Some of the more significant projects that we accomplished over the last year was the Seguin Interconnect, and this brought in 1 million gallons a day peak pumping capacity to our system, which was very critical over this past summer. In addition to that, we completed the surface water treatment plant pump number 4. That allowed 1.5 MGD to come into our system over the summer, and those 2 projects were really critical for this summer to meet peak demand. Along with that, we also completed this past summer a 3 million gallon ground storage tank. This is the FM 306 ground storage tank, and it allowed us to meet the pumping demands going out to Kohlenberg from the downtown pressure zone. Very successful project. We're wrapping that up with substantial completion was this past summer, and it was desperately needed. Along with that, we had several projects that are being processed right now or under construction, and that includes the Avery. It's a water transmission line that runs from Avery all the way to IH-35, as well as surface water, or actually water plant, pump number 5. That's another project that we're currently doing. Some sewer projects, of course you're aware of the green plant. That's moving along relatively quickly. We started that a year and a half ago, and that construction is progressing fairly well. And we had the ribbon cutting for the Trinity treatment plant. That was a project that was completed over the last year. And then last, I'd like to talk about the ASR project, and we recently had a groundbreaking for that project where we're going to be putting in a demonstration well. We recently completed the wireline core and some monitor wells that are out there.
A lot's going on is what it sounds like. And if I'm not mistaken, you all have, each summer you've got these interim interconnects and other types of projects coming online just before the peak pumping season to make sure we keep up with demand, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so speaking of ribbon cuttings, we had the Weltner Road substation, we had the Trinity treatment plant, and then of course the groundbreaking for ASR. All these big milestones, right? This is a really historic time at NBU. It's a fun time to be here. I mean, a lot of stuff that's being built right now, we're all going to look back on and go, man, remember those years? I mean, really, truly, there's these 5, 6, 7 years or so are real important ones as far as building up this basic, essential infrastructure that we all count on. Well, great. Well, thank you for this. I appreciate the updates today. And thank you all for everything that you're doing. I hope that your holidays are really warm and great, and you have good time with your coworkers and family and friends, and it's a really nice time for everybody. So thank you all for what you do, and we'll see you next time.